Hello, club members. Welcome back. So, a couple of you asked me to show you how I did my big ones that I stood up and on the crosses. And I decided that I would go ahead and do that today to show you what we were going to be doing. And we're going to get started with that. Okay, so you remember our little blocks that we had. And I thought I had some more, but this is all I have, but I think we have enough to do the big cross. So on these, I decided I really love how the ink looks on them when they're stained. So on these, I'm just going to show you what I did. You don't have to stain all of the sides, just the top parts and the sides. Because they're going to be stacked, and so you're not going to see the bottom of it. So we're just going to do these like that. Okay. And have a couple of more here to do. And the more ink that you put on it, the darker it'll be, because the ink will absorb into the wood and you can get the perfect tone that you want. And I would suggest either using a walnut, like Distress ink, or this one is the twigs. The gathered twigs is a nice color, and Vintage Photo might be a nice color as well. But it just all depends really on what your preferences are. But I love the gathered twigs. I think it comes out a nice color. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to start layering our cross. And we're going to take a brown layer and one that we stained, and we're going to start gluing those together. And I'm just going to use a little bit of hot glue for time's sake, but you can also use regular glue. And my clamps just aren't quite big enough to hold this, but I think it will stay together. So we're going to do this 3 times. And take one of the stained ones. I'm sorry, I'm trying to be on camera here. So you need 3 stacks of 2. Actually, you need more than that, but alright. So I'm just holding those down for a minute until they can get a hold of themselves, you know. Then we're going to stack them, we're going to glue them together like this. Now, these blocks are not all the same size, unfortunately. And so you just sort of have to try to pick the best that you can do. But it really won't matter in the end. Let's see. Let's do another one and see if we can find one that's a little bit better. So you're just going to try to line these up the best that you can, because you don't want them to be, you're going to try to get them to be the same size the best that you can. And I realize they're not all the same. That's better though. So now we're going to glue these 3 together. And this gets to be a little bit more tricky. But you just need to hold them there. And if you have any glue that oozes out, you can just peel it off afterwards. But you do need to kind of hold them with a little bit of pressure there. And then you can just wipe the glue off the top. And on the sides. Okay, then we need to glue the next 2 down. And you're just going to push them together and hold them just until they make that connection. Okay. A little piece there. Now we're going to do the same thing with our sides here. So basically we're building the same cross. The basic difference is the bottom and how it works. So I need to glue these two pieces down. And in a way, I like how the wood is irregular. Because, you know, on a real cross, it was a tree. And it wasn't all smooth lines. And it wasn't all perfect. It was this crude tree that our Savior hung on. And it wasn't pretty. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is glue these on the side like we did our other cross. But you can tell, I don't know if you can tell from here, it's got a whole lot more dimension to it. So we're just going to put some glue on the edges here. I think I need another glue stick. And we're just going to press that in and hold it. Let me grab another glue stick here. Glue strings, I hate them. Now we're just going to do the same thing on this side. And we're just going to push. And let that grab hold. Okay. So there is that. And you can tell like the thickness. It's a lot thicker and it stands up on its own, but we're not through with it yet. Now, I started another base right here, and I made it out of the brown box. And this is going to serve as the base, but we're not quite through with it yet. We're going to take some of our other little blocks and glue them on top of this. So we're going to take the ones in the middle. And I'm going to use the dark brown for these. And we're just going to push down. Okay. And then I need to stain these last two. I am modifying this just a bit because I didn't have enough blocks to do another one. And the one that I did, I apologize, but I gave it away for a birthday gift. Remember, we only have to do 3 sides because this is going to get glued on the top, but I am going to do the ends. So any project that you have little wood and you want it to have a stained look, this is a great way to accomplish it. Okay. Now we're going to take these pieces and glue them on top of that. So you're going to get like a two-toned effect here. And I am putting quite a bit of glue on there. Like I said, if it squishes out, we can wipe it off. But I'm going to hold that together like that. do the same thing for this side. And I am putting a little bit right here on the edge. Trying to make sure I get these on here before that glue dries. And then just press down. And hold that. I'm just going to push them together like this. Okay, that seems to be holding really well. And then I'm just going to go around and take some of the glue hair off of it. Okay, so now we have this nice sturdy base. And I've gotten most of the glue hair off of it. So now we're going to glue our cross onto the base like this. And then we're going to do some other things over here. So this may take a little bit of finagling. It might give you a little bit of worry, but you just have to hold it a good little bit. And it will definitely catch. So you see the two blocks right here in the middle. I'm going to go between those two blocks. And that's where I know my middle is. And I'm going to set them between the two blocks, like so. And then just press down. Now we can start decorating our cross. And I have some of the same stuff we used before. Some berries and some vines. But I think I'm going to use these at the bottom. These are the little vines from the top. And I think I'm just going to put one around the bottom like this. See, you're not going to see that dark color because I'm going to bend it in a little bit like this. And we're just going to put that around here, around the bottom. Okay. So we're just going to add a little bit of hot glue to the side and where it catches back here. And just work our way around with it. So I'm just going to put some hot glue right back here on the side. And just do a little bit at a time so it won't get cold on you and freeze. Take my scoring tool here and press that down into there. There we go. Okay. And then I'm just going to take a little bit more and put it around on this side to glue the back side down. And just hold that down because I won't be able to, you won't burn your fingers through all this stuff. So we're just going to hold that down there for a second until that makes a nice little okay. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is to create our little wreath here. Like I said, we're just going to bend that around like that. And at the bottom, we're going to glue our little berries on. And cut this all the way down so that it won't interfere. Just going to put a glob of glue right there for them. Stick that down like that. And then we're going to put this at the top here. And I'm just going to put a little glue around the whole edge of it. Ooh, that is warm. Okay. So we have that so far. Now, I was thinking about taking this little believe sign here and, of course, coloring it and putting it on the edge of that. I'm not sure how I like that or not. I'm going to push this up a little bit and see. I really like it in a way. So I think I may try and see what it looks like when we color it. And I might have to give this a little bit of haircut right in here. But we'll see. Let's look at it and see how we like it after we color it. Again, I'm using another strip of paper that I have in my many big piles of extra paper left over from my album I did. I'm going to cover that, everything but the heart. And the little heart I'm actually going to put in red. Do we want that a little darker? Maybe. Might edge the outside lines of it with some darker color. Okay. Whoops. So now I'm going to get my red ink because, you know, it is Christmas, so I'm going to put a little color on it. This is Fired Brick. And I'm just going to use one of my little tiny brushes here. I think that'll do the job here. Okay, so that's how it looks with the little heart. And I think what I'm going to do is take the red and outline the believe sign with it. Just to make it stand out a little bit more. Now you could do this sign for any holiday, or just don't put the Christmas wreath on it. You could just make a vine like this for a crown of thorns or whatever, and just leave it that way and have it up all year if you wanted to do that. I'm just trying to get here on the edges. Okay. So I think this looks really good. Clean my brush out a little bit here. Now we're going to put that on the front, but see, all this prickly stuff sticks out. So I'm thinking that we might have to give this a little haircut. Just at the front. Ooh, what a mess. It'll be alright. It's not like glitter. That's for sure. Okay. Now, this piece right here, if I'm not mistaken, is a sticker. But it doesn't have enough sticky on it left. So I am going to put some hot glue at the very bottom of it to make sure that it sticks. I got these from Recollection or Michael's, I don't know how long ago. When they had that boho set or something like that. And I know that's been a long time. So I'm just going to lay this down here and stick this on the bottom. And press it. Oh, I let the glue dry too fast. Whoops. My bad. Let's put some more glue on here while I'm trying to figure it out. Get off of there. There we go. Now that sticks. Okay. So that's what we have. Trying to decide if that's all we're going to do to it. I may want this a little bit darker. Just because I don't think it pops enough. And take some of that red off. Except on the heart. Ooh, I'm going to have to clean my craft table when I get through. My mat's going to be dirty. I think I like it a little bit better. And I think these pine cones are like too big for that. I don't know. I kind of like that. I want something up here, but haven't decided yet on what that might be. Okay, I found some little pine cones. I'm just going to pop their little heads off. I think I'm going to put them right here on the side. Just kind of spruce things up. I love the flowers they came with. They came with some poinsettia flowers. But I think the poinsettia flowers are just way too big. Just making this a little bit more Christmassy. And put one right here. This is a tiny one. But they have gold on them. And this one has a little beads in, a little berry in it. I was looking to see if I had any more berries, but I don't. I have not bought any Christmas flowers or anything this year because I thought I had so many of them. And I do have a lot, but see, these are just really too big for it. So, put all this garland and stuff away now. So what do you think? I kind of love this. I do. I like the natural wood tones. The only thing I might do later, and you guys can let me know down below in the comment section, I might go ahead and outline this with some black instead so it'll pop a little bit better. But I love the little pine cones and the little fluffy on it. And so I just think that looks really pretty. Let me know what you think, but that's how we make our standing cross. Alright, club members, thank you so much, guys, for watching. I love each and every one of you. Thank you so much for supporting me. And you guys are very, very important to me, and I just want you to know I appreciate it. We are going to be making some more ornaments, and you'll get another video out in this coming week. So I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you again, like I said, for supporting me and my channel. Y'all mean the world to me. I love you, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.